Wow. What a way to end a trilogy.
What do you say about a man like that?
3 months ago, you lost the drive containing the identity of every agent embedded in terrorist organizations across the globe.
007 reporting for duty.
Skyfall. So, Skyfall was released in 2012 and is directed by Sam Mendes, and it stars Daniel Craig, Judi Dench, Javier Bardem, and Ralph Fiennes. Skyfall for me is one of my favourite movies of all time. I believe it's in my top 10 of all time. It is that good. This review will have spoilers of it, so be warned if you have not seen Skyfall yet. I do recommend go seeing it, and then coming back to watch this video, of course. So Skyfall overall is amazing. It really is. Everything, every element in this movie ultimately works to almost perfection. Daniel Craig is better than before. He deals with more of his character. He has more to do than in Quantum of Solace, which he had a lot to do with his character. And he had a fair amount to do in Casino Royale as well. But this time it takes a look at his childhood, especially the climax when they're at his childhood house, which was named Skyfall. And you meet his old caretaker, and then there's a passage, and he learns all these tricks where there's the guns, where there's the lights, how to get in and out, and there's a secret passageway which he takes. All that stuff is basically his childhood. Judi Dench, she is better than she was before as well. She is great. She has a lot more to do as a target, as a person who is being targeted by the villain Javier Bardem. Ralph Fiennes and Javier Bardem, both of them, really good. They were very well done, very well acted, and they were very well written characters. Javier Bardem was an amazing Bond villain. He remembered it from the moment when he took his teeth out when he was in the cell, and he revealed just how disfigured his face was. He was also, like Mads Mikkelsen in Casino Royale, he was cold and calculating, yet very charismatic as well. The writing overall was great. It was amazing. The way they managed to transition from different shots, from different places in time, how they managed to set up the opening sequence when they're in that place and there's the massive car scene, and then they're on top of and then Bond is fighting a guy on top of the train, and then Eve shoots him accidentally into the water, and he's presumed dead. He then disappears for several years, only to come back. And when Judi Dench fakes him to be able to be a 007 agent again, her reasoning is great. She knows that James Bond will get this job done, even though he is not physically fit to do so, and how she faked it for him. And yeah, it just adds to both Daniel Craig and Judi Dench as their characters. I mean, Judi Dench was almost targeted. The MI6 was blown up. And it was lucky because Judi Dench was out. The fight scene in that Tokyo place on that building where Bond is fighting that guy in the darkness in the glasses, that was pretty cool. It was. It was very interesting. The camera lighting was very nice. The cinematography was amazing. How they managed to shoot that. You knew all the time what was happening, yet you could barely see anything. Sam Mendes' direction, that was great. It just was so superb, his direction. And the stunts were amazing. They just were. The train going through the tunnel and James Bond having to jump out of that way. The final fight at Skyfall when he's fighting Javier Bardem outside and in the church, and how he blows up his childhood home. What made the movie for me was Ben Whishaw as Q. How he had the gun that could only be fired by James Bond and no one else. How they met him in the gallery. And then how he was meeting him back at headquarters and he was navigating him to find Javier Bardem. My one problem with this movie, it did not reach that level. It doesn't reach that level of a movie like The Dark Knight or Inside Out or Mad Max or Moneyball. It didn't reach quite that level for me, but it was superbly made. I highly recommend this movie, and I'm going to give Skyfall a 9.5 out of 10. It's an amazing movie, definitely go check it out. If you like what you've seen here, leave a like down below, and subscribe to become one of the Platypus. You can find me on Snapchat at Platypus0015, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.